Hey everybody, it's Andrew. I hope you're having a beautiful day. We've got a really cool feature for forms. It's kind of a small one, but it's really going to make a big impact when it comes to creating visually stunning forms. So let's jump right into it. If we are in a form, this ability that we have now is the ability to spread two columns with checkboxes specifically. So for example, if we drop in a custom field that uses checkboxes, let's say we have 5, right here, if we click the element and then we head over to options, and then we can see this little setting right at the bottom called spread two columns. So this is really cool because a lot of the times you'll have a checkbox and they will default be in a list, and sometimes you don't want it in a list. Sometimes you want it more in a grid. So if we turn this on, then we can input how many columns we would like to have. So if we just have 1, then obviously it's not going to do anything. But if we have 2, you can see that it'll spread this into 2 different columns, and it will do this on desktop and mobile. So this makes it really cool because if, let's say, you don't want to have just a drop down like that and you want to have maybe 2, maybe 3 to make it look a little bit neater. I think 2 looks great with this one. Then you can make your forms look a lot better, especially if you have tons and tons of checkboxes for any specific elements. Now, before we wrap this up, I'm sure you're wondering, what about 1 and 2 column forms? Now, if you go to styles and options within any of your forms, you know you do have the ability to change between single column and 2 column forms. If you have a single column form, then the maximum amount of columns that you can add on a checkbox list like this is going to be 5. So if you input anything above that, then it won't make any impact. It'll stay default down at 5. And if you have a 2 column form selected, then when you have an element in either the left or the right hand column, the maximum amount of columns you'll be able to have is 2. So if we set this to 2, you can see that if we set it to 6, it'll still be at 2. And of course, if we set this back to 1, then it'll be back in that single checklist. Aside from that, it's a pretty simple feature, and I hope it makes building forms even easier for all of you. If you have any questions about how it works, leave a comment. And as always, thank you for watching.